Hello, my name is Jim Cruz. I am the Spoon Man, and this little video is going to teach you how to tune your spoons. That's right, you heard it. Tune your spoons, which a lot of spoon players do not realize. So I'm going to start out with showing you my spoons that I have, and perhaps some of you have bought these. They come shipped with plastic wrapping around them to protect them. And I'm going to grab out a pair to show you just how they are when I receive them. Notice how flat they are, the handles are together, and you can pretty much play them right out of the packaging. Alright, and I want to show you one thing, and that is the gap in between the two backs of the spoons and the contact point. If you can see where the spoons are hitting that contact point, if you move that contact point over towards the middle of the backs of the spoons, you're going to get a different tone. Tell me if you can hear the difference. I'll show you the other set of spoons I have. Same spoons, but these are adjusted. Hear the difference? So what I want to show you is how to adjust your spoons so you can change the tone of the spoons. So I'm going to start out with a brand new pair of spoons. The way they're set up right now is you really can't put your finger in between. You don't have to put your finger in between, but a lot of people like to play with their finger in between. I play like this with my thumb off to the side. So when I get these new spoons, first thing that I do is I bend them out to about like this. These spoons are basically unbreakable. The weld is not going to break, which is right here on the back side of the spoons. I'll show you why. We did a test at the lab, and if you can see here, trying to show you if I can focus it in. I don't think, there we go. The weld never broke. The spoons broke around the weld, but the weld never broke. So don't be afraid to bend these babies out. All right, so what I typically do is I take either one or two fingers and I put them in between the two spoons and I bend them down. See that? And then I'll flip them upside down and I'll do the same thing. So the larger gap that you have, or the bowing effect that you have in between the two spoons, what you're doing is you're moving that contact point over towards the middle of the spoons. So it might take a few times to adjust them how you want them adjusted. But if you're looking for a deeper tone, this is how you do it. Bend them out a little bit. What you want to make sure is that the space in between the two backs of the spoons is not too large. For instance, if the gap is like that, you gotta really hit yourself hard to get the spoons to hit back to back. But if you can bend the gap, bend the spoons together, closing that gap, it doesn't take much effort to play the spoons. So over time the spoons will bend a little bit, but these are quality spoons, so they're very good for self-adjusting, and they stay pretty good as far as maintaining their shape once you bend them. So I'm going to try to bend these, see where the contact point is right there. See how small that space is? It's about where you want it. I'm going to try to bend these out a little bit more. See if I can change that tone a little bit more. Like I said, the bigger the bow you have in between the two handles, contact point's going to be changing. Do it one more time. Bending these spoons. We're not going to break, don't be afraid. Two fingers in between, pulling down, changing that contact point. So I got them to about where I want them. Usually when I send them out, they're bowed out a little bit, but you can adjust them how you want. See if you can tell the difference here with these two spoons, brand new out of the box. Plus, also when you bowl them out, you can fit your finger in between, thumb on top, which is how most people play, or you can even put two fingers in between with your thumb on top. So adjust them how you would like. I just wanted to show you guys that these spoons are adjustable and you can change the tone just by bending the spoons. Any other questions, shoot me an email. My website's is getspooned.com, or my email is info@spoonman.biz. Thank you very much, and spoon on.